Tonight, charging for street parking in these West End neighborhoods proving lucrative for bylaw.
A lot of people are not coming around much anymore because of it.
The thousands charged to customers who don't feed the meter, why both drivers and businesses are fuming. Summer's ticking away. Make sure you stay safe.
We don't go in the long grass, or when I play golf, we don't go into the bush.
The bump in Lyme disease cases these last few years, and which area of the city you are most at risk. And Splish Splash, get ready for an indoor blast in Stittsville.
So it'd be nice to have indoor because, winter's probably the hardest in Ottawa to get the kids doing anything.
A proposal for a new massive water park is in the works. Good evening. We begin tonight with a look ahead at what's next for the Canada Day flood victims. More help is on the way for homeowners from both the city and local organizations. The city says residents affected by flooding can apply for relief on their property taxes. Around 6,500 people have reported flooded basements since the Canada Day storm. The city says if damage or repairs prevented the normal use of your property for at least 3 months, you may be eligible for a cancellation, reduction, or refund of a portion of your 2026 property taxes. Homeowners must submit an application by the end of February and include pictures of the damage. Well, the city is also partnering with 2 local organizations to help flood victims replace lost furniture. CTV's Caitlin Wilson has the details on this tonight. Caitlin.
Yeah, Patricia, the help comes as many seniors and vulnerable residents struggle to clean out basements full of mold. Disaster relief organizations are helping those without insurance or unable to do the work themselves. And while rebuilding may still be a ways off, help is already being put in place.
When I left this morning at 11 o'clock, there was wood paneling up here.
Piece by piece, David Millen's basement is being gutted. Until recently, it sat untouched after it was destroyed by flash floods on Canada Day.
I heard some water about midnight or so, went back to bed. About an hour and a half later, I heard water gushing in the door. I looked, and it was gushing in.
That is where the water came from. It rose probably 50 to 60 feet to come up.
More than 3 feet of water filled his basement, then came the mold. And with his insurance claim denied and the home no longer safe to live in, Samaritan's Purse stepped in.
They'd thrown a bunch of stuff out that were memories, but stuff. Yeah, but they've been doing a tremendous job. Incredible.
Volunteers are now on their 5th dumpster as crews continue to assist in the cleanup across the city.
If we weren't here helping them clean that out, I'm just not sure where they would be. Some of them would be losing their homes because they couldn't continue to live in it.
But clearing out the damage is only the first step. Replacing what was lost is another. Now the city, Matthew House, and Habitat for Humanity are partnering to provide gently used furniture to those in need.
So many people that would be underinsured or uninsured, folks that in order to be able to replace the furniture that they've lost would be an enormous investment for them. And so we're able to provide that for them instead.
And with nearly 6,500 flooded basements reported and more than 7,000 service requests, the need is still being assessed.
The coordination is all being done through the city, and then Matthew House and Habitat will be coordinating together to serve as many people as we can.
Because you guys are here, I'm feeling great. Because you're doing great work.
And for Millen, the help he's receiving is hard to put into words.
I can't say. It's great.
And the city says it will be connecting with residents through wellness checks and service requests. Matthew House is currently accepting donations to help with the initiative. More details can be found on our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. Patricia?
All right, CTV's Caitlin Wilson live for us tonight. Thank you. Meantime, one of the library branches damaged in the Canada Day storm is finally set to reopen. The Nepean Centrepoint branch at Ben Franklin Place will open on Thursday, July 30th. However, the lower level will remain closed. It suffered extensive flood damage. That area housed the children's books. The children's programs will resume, and a small children's collection will be available on the first floor. The Carlingwood branch will remain closed indefinitely. Crews continue to work on repairing the lower level there. It was flooded as well. The city says more information on a possible opening date will come in August. And we do have extended coverage of the flood damage, the repairs, and what homeowners need to know. You can find those details on our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. We're getting a new look tonight at just how many parking tickets bylaw officers are handing out in Westboro and Wellington West. Thousands of drivers have been nabbed since paid on-street parking was introduced last fall. And many business owners say it is driving away customers. CTV's Natalie Van Roy joins us in studio with more on this. Natalie.
Patricia, paid parking was implemented in the area in September of 2025. And since then, bylaw has issued more than 14,000 tickets. The councillor for the area says that's around 5 tickets an hour on average. Melissa Murray is paying for her parking to avoid getting a ticket on Wellington Street West.
I do remember the time when there wasn't paid parking, and I missed that time. It does make for a bit of a hassle.
She says she tries to find other spots if she can, since the city brought in parking meters in the area last year.
I mean, I've just gotten here today, so a couple bucks, but I mean, it adds up every time I come. Now I opt for other spots just because it's less of a hassle.
In September 2025, the city implemented paid on-street parking for around 700 spots on Wellington Street West, Richmond Road, Churchill Avenue, and adjacent side streets. Parking is around $3 an hour with a maximum stay of 2 hours. Since the change, Bylaw Services has issued around 14,500 tickets for violations.
The numbers in Wellington West are very comparable to what we're seeing in Centretown. It is less than the Glebe. All those areas are far less than the Byward Market. So I don't think the number that is being handed out seems very unreasonable.
But for some small businesses, the change has come with a price.
A lot of people are not coming around much anymore because of it. Some of them wait until Sunday when it's free parking to come in. So that's basically one of our busiest days when we would usually have a lot more business.
The city says it made the decision to encourage turnover. But John Nagel says customers tell him they don't want to pay for parking.
Or when the parking was free. Right now at this time, there'd be about 15, 20 people in here. But now, as you can see, there's only one person.
And many drivers say they long for the days of free parking in the area.
It's hard to find now because there's so much paid parking.
And in most of these areas, the paid parking is in effect until 5:30 or 7:30 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Patricia.
All right, CTV's Natalie Van Roy live for us tonight. Thank you. Well, a reminder tonight about the dangers posed by ticks, especially during these warmer summer months. Ottawa Public Health urging people to take precautions, particularly in one part of the city, which is seeing the highest rates of Lyme disease this year. CTV's Kimberly Fowler is in studio with the details on this. Kimberly.
Well, Patricia, officials say more people are being diagnosed with the disease in the west end of the city compared to other areas. As more people spend time outside, they're reminding everyone to try and prevent tick bites, just like you would for mosquitoes.
We don't go in the long grass, or when I play golf, we don't go into the bush. And if I do, I have long pants on.
With Ottawa and Eastern Ontario a known risk area for Lyme disease, many people are doing what they can to prevent tick bites.
And if I'm walking through an area where there's branches from trees or bushes encroaching on the pathway, I try to stay away from those.
That includes taking measures to protect themselves and their pets.
I use the Advantix, I don't know what it's called, the little applicator thing that you put on her back. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and she has her Lyme disease vaccine.
Lyme disease is caused by bites from black-legged ticks, also known as deer ticks, and health officials say they're becoming more common.
This year in our area, we tested about 87 ticks. 47% of them were positive for Lyme disease. And if you compare that to previous years, it was a lower number, and on average in Ontario it's about 21%.
So far this year, 118 Ottawa residents have been diagnosed with Lyme disease. In 2025, the total for the year, 441. Ottawa Public Health says the highest rates of the disease are occurring in the city's west end. Ticks love dry, messy places, including areas with tall grass and shrubs.
We make sure to wash our clothes and then stick them in the dryer for a long time. Because we have pets too, and we don't want the ticks to get on the pets either, right? So we do it as fast as possible so the ticks don't have a chance to jump off.
Health officials say a tick has to be stuck on a person's body for more than 24 hours to get Lyme disease. So if you see one, it's best to remove it as soon as possible.
Well, you do find a tick that is there for more than 24 hours, remove it, go to a pharmacist or go to see a doctor, because we can give you antibiotics preventatively without even testing, just in case, that can prevent Lyme disease.
And a few precautions can go a long way to prevent Lyme disease while enjoying any time spent outside. Insect spray repels ticks, but wearing long sleeves, light colored clothing, and covering your wrists and ankles are another way to prevent tick bites. Patricia.
All the things we don't really want to do in the summer, but it makes sense. Yeah, better safe than sorry. CTV's Kimberly Fowler live for us tonight. Thank you. As we take a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam, 25 degrees out there right now. You might have actually needed long sleeves for other reasons this morning because it was certainly a cool start to the day, but has warmed up quite nicely out there now, Jackie.
That's right, Patricia. If you had a walk outside this afternoon, you could already feel that sun beaming down, at least here in downtown Ottawa, and really throughout eastern Ontario, with humid index levels are a couple of degrees warmer. Now, there has been a little bit of weather activity just between 2 and 4 p.m. close to Brockville and Cornwall, but as you can see, mostly clear skies for the region. Temperatures across eastern Ontario feeling 24, 25 degrees, and again, going down to overnight lows, it will be another cool evening, 14 degrees. Clear skies, though, is the good news. There might be a little bit of cloud cover tomorrow morning, but it should clear up to a daytime high of 27, so it will be much warmer for tomorrow, feeling closer to 32. What a way to kickstart the weekend. We will get a closer look at your long-term forecast, including a breakdown of your weekend forecast in just a bit.
Well, a proposal to build an entertainment complex in the city's West End is certainly making a big splash. The plan is to create a tourist destination in the Stittsville, Canada area with a hotel and indoor water park. It would be located along Palladium Drive, right near the Highway 417 exit and down the road from Tanger Outlets Mall, very close to the Canadian Tire Centre. CTV's Tyler Fleming joins us in studio with the details. Tyler.
Patricia, it appears developers are ready to take the plunge, and judging by the families I spoke with today, it's safe to say many are diving into the idea. Siblings Neil, Maya, and Jay are here to ride the wave at the Canada Wave Pool.
I like the waves going up and down. My favorite part is getting in the water.
Fun for sure, but just a few minutes down the road over in Stittsville, something way bigger could be splashing down. A proposed hotel and indoor water park.
That's exciting.
Now, the empty field along Palladium Drive isn't all that exciting, but the idea certainly is. The resort-like complex along Highway 417 would see a 7-story, 236-room hotel, restaurants, and an entertainment center. But of course, the main attraction, the water park.
That's awesome. And it's really good because they build it.
And this place is touting water slides that twist and turn outside the building before splashing back in. The proposal is already getting people talking, with supporters saying it could bring a new year-round family attraction to the city.
Especially when we talk about water park, we need to drive at least 1 hour.
So it'd be nice to have indoor because winter is probably the hardest in Ottawa to get the kids doing anything.
The potential development is also close to the Canadian Tire Centre and Tanger Outlets.
Projects of this nature really demonstrate confidence in our industry going forward.
Safe to say there's a flood of excitement. In fact, little Maya is already planning her trip down the slide.
You sit, you put your legs first, then you slide down.
Now, no need to rush over with your swimsuit just yet. There's no timeline for when construction could begin. And before any shovels slide into the ground, the project still needs city approval. That starts in September. Patricia.
But keep your swimsuit handy, Tyler, because when it all does happen, I'm sure we'll be sending you back.
You got it. I'll be going down the slide.
Yeah, it actually looks like a blast. CTV's Tyler Fleming live for us tonight. Thanks so much. Still ahead, saving you some money with a one-tank trip idea that won't even cost you when you get there. Disc golf in Kemptville. Intrigued? That story coming up. One person is facing an attempted murder charge in connection with an assault in Gatineau Park. This happened on Sunday, July 12th, in parking lot P3 near the park's south entrance. Police say a man was found there with serious injuries around 6 o'clock in the morning. The victim remains in hospital. The suspect, a 22-year-old man, is facing charges of attempted murder and aggravated assault. A 25-year-old is dead after a crash involving a motorcycle and a dump truck in eastern Ontario. It happened on Old Highway 2 in Trenton just after 6 o'clock last night. The motorcycle rider was pronounced dead at the scene. We have breaking news out of the U.S. tonight. The Trump administration is imposing new tariffs on dozens of countries, including Canada. The duties are set to hit 60 countries and will replace existing tariffs that were set to expire tomorrow. The U.S. is citing forced labor and supply chains as the reason for imposing these latest duties. Canada and Mexico are among the countries getting hit with 10% duties. What's not yet clear is if there's an exemption for goods compliant with CUSMA. Meantime, Prime Minister Mark Carney says everything is on the table when it comes to dealing with the 50% tariffs Trump threatened on Canada earlier this week. CTV's Rachel Aiello has more.
Under pressure to plot Canada's path through the latest escalation of the trade war with the United States, Prime Minister Mark Carney met with premiers today to strategize.
Canadian governments around this table will do whatever it takes to defend and support our families, our workers, and our businesses.
Morning. Provincial and territorial leaders went into the meeting wanting the Canadian government to articulate how they intend to get the Americans to the table.
With a strong plan, Team Canada, led by the Prime Minister.
And what happens if he doesn't have a strong plan today?
Well, I don't expect him to have the T's crossed and I's dotted, but it's a Team Canada approach led by the Prime Minister.
Canada-U.S. Trade Minister Dominic LeBlanc and Chief Negotiator Janice Charette joined today's talks. And hours later, First Ministers emerged united and with new resolve.
We're ready. We're ready because we have been focusing on what we can control, and that's building our strength at home.
As the clock ticks towards U.S. President Donald Trump's new tariffs coming into effect, Carney said he sees the current deadline as both a potential endgame, but also just another pressure tactic.
Everything's on the table if there's no agreement, depending on the outcome of the negotiations.
And premiers, while initially differing on retaliation, agreed the best outcome would be to get a comprehensive deal that provides relief for the full range of tariff-affected sectors.
97% of our goods cross the border without tariffs, but we'd like it to be 100%. And we'd like it to be the same way for the rest of the country as well.
The Prime Minister was also pressed to keep provinces in the loop as negotiations intensify.
Canada's at its best when provinces and territories and the federal government work together.
Carney and the premiers also agreed to keep up efforts to strengthen the domestic economy, to reduce Canada's reliance on the United States long term, from breaking down even more interprovincial trade barriers to building more major energy projects. Rachel Aiello, CTV News, Charlottetown.
3 people are facing human trafficking charges after officers tracked the cell phone of a missing youth to Kingston. Police searched the vehicle when it was stopped at the en route on Highway 401. Officers determined 2 of the passengers were victims of human trafficking, a 23-year-old, a 29-year-old, and someone under the age of 18, all from Quebec, were arrested. Smiths Falls police are warning the public about a high-risk sex offender who has been seen in the community. 35-year-old Aaron Gilpin has an extensive criminal record. He's been convicted of child sexual assault, weapons offenses, and disarming a police officer. Police say he poses a risk to the public, but is no longer on conditions of release. He was spotted in local parks, at Tim Hortons, and near Town Hall. Police say he should not be approached. A note to drivers, gas prices are once again on the rise in the capital. Many stations in the city selling regular gas at around $1.80 a litre today. Gas prices have fluctuated for months as the conflict in the Middle East continues. Today, global oil prices crossed $100 a barrel for the first time since May. According to Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTeague, gas prices in the capital are not expected to change tomorrow.
Keep pushing, right? Never stop. Always aim to be the best version of yourself. We just want them to know that, hey, listen, you can keep pushing forward, right? And I think that the sky's the limit.
Well, coming up, we meet an Ottawa police officer receiving special recognition for his commitment to helping youth in the capital. Jackie.
Well, thanks so much, Patricia. Taking a look at what we can expect for tomorrow. Still a cool start to our day, 15 degrees at 7 a.m., but things are going to start to warm up by the noon hour, where humidex levels will feel closer to 27. We are anticipating a daytime high of 26, 27, but again, it'll feel closer to 32. Lots of sunshine in store for our final workday of the week. Now, here's a closer look at our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. It's 25 degrees, showcasing Kaweki Point on this sunny day.
Someone
Residents pulled off the ultimate comfort crime.
CTV and Move 100's $15,000 comfort heist.
Track the daily clues, and you could win a $15,000 Lazy Boy room makeover.
Visit Lazy Boy, Canada, Searville, and Hunt Club for exclusive bonus clues.
Want to be sitting pretty?
Submit your daily guess at ctvottawa.ca or move100ottawa.ca.
CTV and Move 100's $15,000 comfort heist.
Brought to you by Lazy Boy, Ottawa, Gatineau, and Kingston.
Comfort that fits your life.
Well, taking a look at the roads on your Thursday drive home, fairly quiet this week. We're not on vacation, but I know a lot of you are. So that cuts down on the commute congestion, although that's slowing down a little bit right through there at Parkdale this evening. Well, every Thursday we want to put the spotlight on 3 good things happening in our city.
We begin with an Ottawa police officer who is making a difference beyond the badge and received a special award for his community involvement.
I was surprised to get it because I don't do it for that purpose. I do appreciate the award because it does reinforce all of the work that, all of my friends, all of my colleagues kind of worked with me to kind of get the stuff done.
Beautiful piece of hardware there. That's Acting Staff Sergeant Devon Archer. He was named the Ontario Police Association's 2026 Hero of the Year. Archer launched mentorship, soccer, and literacy programs that have helped build trust and create opportunities for young people across the city. Just amazing. More of this, please. Right, Patricia?
100%. I had a chance to chat with him a little bit on radio today. Very humble. Said he felt like all of his team should have been up there receiving the award with him. And some of those programs, like during COVID, Grow a Writer, where he actually gets young people published for the first time. Huge confidence boost. And they're going to look back on his role for sure. Okay, another good thing. This Truly Ottawa gathering happening this afternoon. A celebration today at the Ottawa Locks alongside the iconic Rideau Canal, the event marking the signing of the UNESCO World Heritage Convention, which was 50 years ago. And of course, our own Rideau Canal received its own World Heritage designation back in 2007. Today, lots of opportunities to learn more about the history and significance of the canal, although we're not giving you too many opportunities to see it right there. The Bytown Museum, also historical, as is the Chateau Laurier, of course, and watching what's happening at the Locks is also really, really fun. But they don't know about us elsewhere too much. Do you remember this when there was that Jeopardy question a few years ago?
I do recall.
I wrote it down. An annual event called Winterlude includes skating on the Rideau Canal, a UNESCO World Heritage site in this city, and they didn't know where it was.
I would have gotten that right.
Yeah. I was like, I got that one.
Got that one.
$200.
For 2,000, please. All right, and the Rapid FC continue to dominate in the Northern Super League.
With a bit of time and a bit of space, Friedland towards goal, and it is in.
An exciting night on the road for the team in their first visit to Calgary this season. The Rapid took on Calgary Wild FC and ended up securing their 5th straight victory with a 2-1 win. Ottawa is now undefeated in 8 matches, the longest unbeaten streak in the league this season. So proud of our Rapids.
Yeah, that's an amazing streak. Great accomplishment.
More of that, please, as well.
Focus away from some of the other streaks happening in the city right now. Won't say anything about the Red Blacks right now. If you have a story for us to include in our 3 Good Things segment, something light, happy, a community event, or that kind of notable achievement to brighten up the day, please do send your ideas to ottawanews@ctv.ca.
3 Good Things is brought to you by the new Oak Tree, hand-built for life.
Well, after yesterday's cooler than normal temperatures, the hot and humid weather is starting to make a return. Temperatures climbed to 25 degrees today. Just beautiful for biking along the Rideau Canal that we were just talking about. There's a better view of it. And it will be even warmer tomorrow, the next couple of days, Friday, Saturday. Jackie, looking really, really good.
Yeah, maybe a good time to bring out the paddleboard, which I've yet to do this summer.
I've done it once, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, got to get out there.
There's still time tomorrow, maybe even Saturday, but then we're in for some cloudy skies and more rainfall. So let's focus on what we are anticipating right now and seeing right now. So current temperature, 25 degrees. We did reach the daytime high. With those humidity levels, it's feeling closer to 27. A reminder that the sun is setting at 8:40 or beginning sundown at 8:40 this evening. Tonight's lows still remain fairly cool, but it's going to be a comfortable cool. You can keep those windows open. About 14 degrees here in the capital, 13 along the Seaway here. Still quite cool in Bancroft. Overnight low 8 degrees, but for the most part, we are looking at 12 to 13 degrees for those lows. Now tomorrow's daytime highs we are still getting up to the higher part of the 20s. So here in Ottawa, 27 degrees, really across the board. Petawawa as well as Kittikit looking around 28, mix of sun and cloud, but for the most part, that sunshine is going to be bursting through. We're getting lots of humidity as well, feeling closer to 31. So still comfortable, but still getting that heat. Now Friday into Saturday morning, much clearer skies, and this will carry us into Saturday at 7 a.m. By the afternoon, though, we're going to see more cloud cover rolling in, and this is the late part of the afternoon. And this is the weather system that we are paying attention to, that we could see coming in Saturday night into Sunday. Now, across the country, we are looking at Goose Bay that has a little bit of the rainfall moving through. 17 degrees. It's in the 20s for Fredericton with a mix in sun and cloud. So you can see a lot of that cooler air moving in. Fairly moderate here in Ontario as well as Quebec, where temperatures are hovering in the low 20s. A different story, though, for our friends in the west. There is a very strong warmth, heat up warming coming through from the U.S. Midwest here. 28 degrees in Calgary. Regina is already at 31. Edmonton at 29. Keep in mind, there is some wildfire smoke from BC that is affecting Calgary. So they are seeing much more smokier skies, similar to what we had seen a couple of days ago. Now, taking a look at our 7-day forecast. This is brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business. 27 degrees is our anticipated daytime high for tomorrow. Another sunshine, if not more sunshine day for our Saturday. 29 the anticipated daytime high. And you could actually see those overnight lows warming up as well Saturday into Sunday. 17 overnight low, 26 the daytime high, and the chance of showers, strongest chance for this will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And CTV and Move 100 present the $15,000 comfort heist. Items from Lazy Boy, Ottawa, Gatineau, and Kingston have been stolen, and it's up to you to track them. Follow daily clues, crack the case, and uncover the secret location of the stolen goods for your chance to win $15,000 to spend at Lazy Boy. Want an edge? Visit Lazy Boy Canada, Searville, or Hunt Club for exclusive bonus clues to help solve the mystery. Now, today's clue is Marina. Again, today's clue, Marina. Head to ctvottawa.ca, submit your guess of the secret location. Good luck.
You were pointing out those overnight lows starting to come back up. That's certainly the best part of the little cool spell, is having that great sleeping weather the last couple of nights.
It's been nice not to have the AC run at night.
Yeah, maybe you have to close the windows back up. All right, good stuff, Jackie. Thank you.
I get to throw really, really far if I really want to, or we have the wood parts where I have to thread the needle through a bunch of trees and hopefully I don't hit one.
Well, coming up, we take you to the spot in Kemptville where you can play a growing sport for free. We have details in our One Tank Trip series when we return.
Tonight, a $139 million cross-border drug bust.
We are cutting them off at the source.
What investigators revealed about the operation and why the case isn't over yet. We'll have that story and more later on CTV National News and Watch on Crave.
CTV News community and weather anchor Jackie Perez. Weeknights.
Sips and sparkles. Win with Move 100 and CTV.
You and 3 friends can be headed out on a night to remember. You each get a $500 gift card to Charm Diamond Centers.
Plus, enjoy an incredible dinner at the Luxe Riviera, Ottawa.
Enter now at our contest page at move100ottawa.ca.
Sips and sparkles with Move 100, CTV, and Charm Diamond Centers.
A little charm goes a long way.
With gas prices fluctuating, many people are adjusting their summer travel plans and looking for staycation ideas. That's exactly what our One Tank Trip series is all about, showing you places you can visit on just 1 tank of gas. Tonight, we head out to Kemptville, where you can try a sport that is gaining in popularity. Disc golf is golf played with a small type of frisbee, and there's an 18-hole course at the Ferguson Forest Centre, about 60 kilometers south of downtown Ottawa. Here's CTV's Peter Sperling.
Fresh air, friends, and fun.
Honestly, it's the people.
Peggy Anderson looks forward to playing disc golf.
I just kind of picked it up one day, and even days that you throw bad, you're still out for a good walk.
Think of it like golf, but played with a disc.
The sport is increasingly more popular these days. It's played a lot like traditional golf, in that you try to get your discs into these metal baskets in the least amount of throws possible.
This 18-hole or basket course is located in Kemptville at the Ferguson Forest Centre.
This sport is for everyone.
22 acres, gentle elevation changes, and even a wooded area.
I get to throw really, really far if I really want to, or we have the wood parts where I have to thread the needle through a bunch of trees and hopefully I don't hit one.
You want to line your legs up?
Luckily, I'm out in the open. No trees to hit.
I've never done this before. Let's see how this works.
Way off target.
I'm going to blame the wind.
I would just say how satisfying it is when you hit it in the basket. The nice sound it makes, a nice rewarding, maybe a birdie or something. It's just nice to keep you going and playing.
The course is free to play, but you will need a few things.
To get into this sport, all you need is a pair of running shoes, trail shoes, whatever, and $25, $30 to spend on a disc, and you're in.
There are also leagues you can join for a small fee, including this one that plays Thursday evenings.
The cool thing is you'll have a real beginner and someone who's played for a long time on the same team, and you will take shots from both.
Once you have a good shot, you know you can do it, you'll come back and you try again and again. It's addictive.
Kemptville, one of many courses in the area, including Gatineau, Camp Fortune, and Canada.
Enjoy good weather, go for a walk, hang out with cool people.
Peter Sperling, CTV News.
Well, now, some other stories you need to know right now. The federal government is urging anyone traveling to the U.S. to be cautious because of a recent outbreak of a parasite that causes diarrhea. The outbreak is making headlines across the U.S. with thousands of suspected cases linked to contaminated lettuce. In response, Canada has upgraded its travel advisory for the illness in the U.S. Travelers are being urged to thoroughly wash fresh fruits and vegetables, even if they are labeled as pre-washed. There are currently no known outbreaks in Canada. A new hotel is open in the Byward Market. Moxie Ottawa downtown is located on York Street near Dalhousie. It has 224 rooms, an indoor pool, gym, bar, and business center. It's the second hotel to open in the Byward Market area in just over a year. The Marriott opened on Rideau Street last year. The Ottawa Blackjacks were at TD Place last night for the final home game of the regular season. Unfortunately, they were unable to beat the Scarborough Shooting Stars. Final score, 113-104. The Blackjacks finished the regular season with a 4-game road trip and are still looking for a spot in the playoffs. But this was a highlight, a special halftime show last night. Singer-songwriter Tyler Shaw, who now calls the Capitol home, took to center court to entertain fans. Shaw is known for his debut single, Kiss Goodnight, and a recent Christmas album. At one point, he even brought his daughter out on the court during his performance.
This one is a little longer, a little bigger, more capacity than what Trans Mountain built before.
Still to come, is it feasible to build a new pipeline to the west coast of Canada? We hear from the CEO of Trans Mountain.
You're watching CTV News with Patricia Boal.
Pure Country 94. Ottawa's home for the best country music. Listen to Pure Country 94 on the free iHeartRadio app.
Get the latest live local breaking news. Sign up now for our morning and evening CTV News Ottawa newsletter. The best local content from CTV News, Your Morning Ottawa, and News Talk 580 CFRA. Get it all in one place. Sign up now at ctvnewsottawa.ca. The CTV News Ottawa newsletter is brought to you in part by CAA Business.
Oil price volatility has put Canada's supply in sharper focus. Tonight, we're getting a sense of what's at stake for a new pipeline from Alberta to the West Coast. CTV News spoke with the CEO of Trans Mountain, the Crown Corporation that would run it. Here's CTV's Mike Lecouture.
I certainly think it can be built. We already have built something like it.
The CEO of Trans Mountain believes the newly proposed pipeline can and will be built.
We were talking about the possibility of another pipeline.
In an exclusive interview with CTV News, Mark Mackey suggested the cost would be similar to the first pipeline, which was $34 billion. But he says there is a very compelling case for a new pipeline from Alberta to BC's coast.
This one is a little longer, a little bigger, more capacity than what Trans Mountain built before. But I think it's very necessary in the global context that we live in today.
The federal and provincial governments are investing in the project with the help of the Crown Corporation that Mackey heads up. Pembina Pipeline Corp has also agreed to a potential 10% stake. Prime Minister Mark Carney has also referred the pipeline to the Federal Major Projects Office for approval. Carney has pointed to the federally owned Trans Mountain Pipeline as an example of a project that is working, and Mackey agrees.
We paid $1.7 billion into the Treasury last year in dividends and interest. We'll beat that this year. You'll probably reinvest some capital in the years thereafter. This is going to be a very profitable investment for the country, the legacy Trans Mountain. I expect the new system to be the same. And the overall economic impact that system will enable is ginormous to the country.
Asked if he believes if the federal government should sell the pipeline that it already owns, Mackey said Canada should hold on to it, adding it's far too strategic to the country. Mike Lecoulteur, CTV News, Ottawa.
Meantime, oil prices shot up today with another twist in the supply route coming out of the Middle East. BNN Bloomberg's Marilla Fernandez has more.
Houthi militants say they attacked 2 Saudi tankers in the Red Sea. The Red Sea shipping route was Saudi Arabia's detour, with the Strait of Hormuz paralyzed. The Houthis are backed by Iran and operate out of Yemen. The changing conflict sent the price of West Texas Intermediate crude above $93 U.S. today, and Brent crude over $102 U.S. a barrel. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is up to $72.92 U.S. West Texas Intermediate is up over $5 to end the day to $92.19 U.S. a barrel. Western Canadian Select also up to $69.08, and the TSX lost 292 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Smoother. It's so exciting. Like, you get to take everything in. It's mind-blowing. It's so great.
Just ahead, we take you on a ride on the newest roller coaster at Canada's Wonderland.
You're watching CTV News with Patricia Boal.
Ottawa is always on the move.
We're a big city
with a laid-back vibe.
Where foodies love their sweets.
And markets bursting with flavor.
Wrapped up in waterways.
And hot summer days.
This is a city where culture is on display.
And the future
meets the past.
Where people come together.
Always proud.
Often loud. Whee!
And positively the best place to live.
We move with you, Ottawa!
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
Counting down to the weekend, and time now to check in with our iHeartRadio Weekender, Tanea Taylor. Tanea.
Starting things off today with Trooper. Canadian rock legends are taking over Hard Rock Live Ottawa tomorrow for a night of classic hits that'll have you singing along from start to finish. Next up today, Capitol Pop-Up Cinema. Grab a blanket and head to Westboro tomorrow for a free outdoor screening of The Little Rascals. The movie is open, captioned, and well-behaved furry friends are welcome to join you. So bring your dog. Last on the list today is VegFest Ottawa. The free celebration of plant-based living takes over the Ottawa Conference and Event Centre this weekend with food, shopping, speakers, and of course, plenty to explore. As usual, lots more happening this weekend around the capital. For the full list and all the details, check ctvottawa.ca/weekenders. For the iHeartRadio Weekenders, my name's Tanea Taylor. Have a great one.
iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford store, and Eastern Ontario's Ford EV leader.
A popular summer destination in Ontario is unveiling a new upgrade. Canada's Wonderland revealing a new and improved version of a beloved roller coaster. Here's CTV's Carol Charles.
3, 2, 1, woo!
It was an exciting moment for coaster fans as they rushed to be the first in line to ride the newest roller coaster.
Very excited.
The ride, formerly known as Flight Deck, has a brand new identity. It's now called the Daredeviler. Inspired by the high-flying stunt pilots and barnstorming air shows of the 1920s.
My goodness, are you excited for today?
Park officials say it's all about giving a classic ride a fresh new feel.
These new trains really make the guest experience much more comfortable and enjoyable. So as you're going around at 90 kilometers an hour, you'll feel the speed, and there's a little bit more open air for you as you're watching yourself on the ride.
And giving thrill seekers another reason to buckle up.
Smoother, it's so exciting. Like, you get to take everything in. It's mind-blowing. It's so great.
It was fast, fun, and amazing.
I think the refurbishment worked very well for what they were trying to go with.
Despite the many loops and sharp curves around the bend, many went back a second time.
Once was great, twice was, whew, it was a lot. It was great. It was great. Worth the wait, for sure.
So much smoother, you don't bang your head anymore.
Would you go on it again?
Yes.
With the Daredeviler officially back on track, Canada's Wonderland is hoping a new generation of thrill seekers will be ready to take the ride. Carol Charles, CTV News.
Fun fact, I have never been to Wonderland. And this is also fun, maybe. A slithery surprise in the GTA. An unexpected visitor found trapped inside a vehicle engine. That's coming up. Maybe not so much fun. Jackie.
Well, thanks, Patricia. Taking a look at the next 3 days. Mainly sunny for your Friday, 27 the daytime high. Much warmer on Saturday, 29 and sunshine. But we could see the return of rain showers for our Sunday. But the good news is the daytime high for this will be 26. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. It's 25 degrees out right now. Taking a look over Sussex Drive.
You're watching CTV News with Patricia Boal.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, it's Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford. Take your weekend pass. We've got the Bronco Sport for it.
Tomorrow on Your Morning Ottawa, guess what? It's Friday, so we check out this week's new movies with the one, the only, Mr. Hollywood. Tune in on CTV or stream us live on Crave. All starts at 6.
Hairstyles, courtesy of Salon Fiorella.
Here's what's on CTV tonight. E-Talk, The Big Bang Theory, The Big Bang Theory, and The Big Bang Theory. 2 episodes of Children Ruin Everything, and Traders Canada. Actually watched The Big Bang Theory the other night, I think at 7:30.
3 times?
First time in a while. I did not watch it 3 times. It was all coming back to me, though. We want to check the weather one more time?
Yes, it's still going to be quite cool in the morning, about 17 degrees starting off. It will be warming up to about 27 degrees. And again, we are anticipating more sunshine for our Saturday, 29 the daytime high, but you notice it's still going to be quite cool going from Friday to Saturday morning, 13 degrees the overnight low. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, we could see the return of rain moving through eastern Ontario. And we want to bring you an incredible summer night out with Sips and Sparkles. 1 lucky winner and 3 friends will each receive a $500 gift card to Charm Diamond Centers. Then head out for an amazing dinner at Riviera Ottawa. Enter now at ctvottawa.ca for your chance to win this incredible experience. Good luck.
All right, good stuff. And time now to check in to see what our news team will be working on tonight. Stefan Keys is here at 11:30.
Thank you, Patricia. Tonight, we'll honor one of Canada's greatest jazz pianists. While many are grieving the passing of Oliver Jones, his life and musical contributions are also being celebrated in the most harmonious way. Oliver Jones died yesterday at the age of 91. His music has been described as genius, but beyond tickling the ivories, as they say, Jones was known for his warmth and generosity. He was a child prodigy that performed his first concert at age 5, and the Canadian Music Hall of Famer played the Montreal Jazz Fest every year for almost 2 decades. Our condolences to all who knew him or just admired and appreciated him, including our own colleague, Your Morning Ottawa's Rosie Etta, who knew him quite well. She had the honor of doing a documentary on the Montrealer that was released, I believe, in 2017, and stayed in touch with him over the years. We invite you to tune in for more on his life and legacy tonight at 11:30. Patricia.
I want to learn more. I was actually learning quite a bit about him through Rosie's post this morning and that really close relationship. So yeah, really beautiful tribute there. Appreciate that. All right, this is not so beautiful. This is how
what do you have for us, Patricia?
Yeah, brought new meaning to the term engine coil after animal service workers in Mississauga pulled a python from under the hood of a vehicle in the city. On July 13th, Mississauga Animal Services were advised about a python trapped inside the engine compartment of a vehicle. Who finds that out? I don't know. They were able to successfully remove the snake, which they say was dehydrated, had a few scratches, but was otherwise healthy. And the python is now recovering at the Mississauga Animal Shelter. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah,
someone's pet python.
I kind of heard that the python was missing, so I'm glad the python is now found.
You were worried about the python.
Well, I was worried about it showing up in my
Somewhere
house.
else. Yeah.
I know they don't move that quickly, but depending on how long it's been missing for.
I've heard about mice nesting under the hood of your car before. Sometimes when I'm driving along, I think, what would I do if there was suddenly a mouse down under the gas pedal?
I think you'd freak out.
You wouldn't want to be driving around me.
Don't want to be that person.